It's your boy, Do It With Lieutenant Doofy, reporting for duty. And most importantly, I have a mustache now. A glorious, beautiful mustache. Admire it. Look at that. Look at that shit. Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy, Do It With Dan, back at again with another in the shop video. Today we have quite a treat. I mean, for me, I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys give a fuck, but we got the GSXR, the beautiful GSXR. We also have the KT Moto headlight. You know, the demon headlight that I ordered like back in fucking November or whatever. It's actually been here for a while. It came right before Christmas. Then obviously, you know, we had Christmas and that was a big ordeal. January came and then I had a bunch of other stuff I had to do. Anyway, the point is that it just ended up getting pushed underneath the rug, which is kind of like a shame, but at the same time, I didn't really care that much because riding season was over. It was cold and rainy and wet, sometimes even snowy. So I was like, you know what, it can probably wait till spring when riding season starts back up again. And by the way, you know, I've got a bunch of stuff added onto this bike. Everything on this bike is in the description of this video, so if you want to check it out, I've got links to everything. Awesome, right? So today we're gonna be installing the headlight, and it's not sponsored, so I can be as like truthfully and brutally honest. I have looked up some videos on this installation, see how it's gonna go. There's not really any good videos out there, but the ones that I have seen, the install doesn't look too bad. But if I had to guess, the wiring is gonna be an absolute fucking nightmare. And I don't know if the headlights are LEDs or HIDs, I don't know any of that yet. I just knew the headlight that I wanted, so I paid for it. I do have the bike here ready to go. I've got the battery disconnected because we're gonna be doing some wiring, but I haven't even opened the headlight to see what's inside. So that's probably like where we should start, right? So let's do that. And I told you guys to stop coming in my room while I'm vacuuming. Does anybody get that scary movie reference? No? Okay, anyway, it's only like 20 years old at this point. Whoa! I'm about to bust. Straight from China, let's see what we got. And yeah, this is a Chinese company. Now, as far as I could tell, this is realistically the only company that makes a headlight that looks like this. It's a very cool looking headlight from everything I've seen on the internet. And I hope, since it's a Chinese company, it was shipped from China and it took about a month to get here, I'm hoping that everything inside is a-okay. It's a good little bubble wrapping job. We got probably our accessories right here. That is a lot of stuff. Okay, so these are HID headlights, which honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm more of like a LED headlight kind of guy. If I can get LEDs over HIDs, like I'm usually stoked on that. And it's mostly because you have these big ballasts. I always hate having to deal with these big ballasts, cars and motorcycles, apparently. So we've got the ballast, we got the lights, we've got some tools and some zip ties. They sent us a screwdriver, like they think that whoever's installing this headlight isn't gonna have a screwdriver. What do they got here? We got some oh God. Yeah, this is gonna be miserable, for sure. But that is what I'm in the market of. I'm in the market of doing miserable tasks. Let's see how the headlight actually looks though. I'm really excited about that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Billy. Now, I'm not gonna take the plastic off of it just yet because I prefer to kind of get it set up with the plastic still on it and then pull the plastic off at the last moment if I can. Oh, look at this nightmare too. This nightmare of wiring back here. This is going to be a fucking problem. And that's okay though. It comes with a little switch. I think that's for the demon eyes themselves. So we got everything we need here. I think it actually doesn't look too bad, kind of plug and play. It looks like maybe you have to manually plug this stuff in. I'm not really sure. We'll find out when it comes time. But that means our next step is to go ahead and disassemble the front end. It'd be really convenient if we just pull off this whole front end assembly, but I know that's not how this works. I'm pretty sure I have to remove the side fairings as well. I'm not gonna lie. I've done a lot of fairing jobs over my, fairing jobs? I've pulled a lot of fairings apart before on bikes, especially like you guys have seen it over the years. And it's my least favorite thing about working on motorcycles is pulling off the plastics and putting them back on later. It's such a fragile, fucking delicate process. If you've ever done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you risk breaking clips and misplacing things. It's just always a nightmare. But fuck, what's my motto at this point? It's just work. What dumbass came up with that? The good news is we have our trusty dusty Sonic toolbox. This thing has been such an awesome addition to my shop. I use this thing all the time. So we'll make quick work of this thing. I just gotta remember how all this stuff comes off. And to prove that I'm still the same guy that I was, you know, 10 years ago when I started YouTube, I do have zip ties holding this thing together in certain places. But it don't matter if it's OEM fittings or zip ties. A hold is a hold. And honestly, doing this is probably one of the main reasons why I've put it off so much, is because I fucking hate doing fairing jobs. It's like my least favorite thing. It's just such a fragile process, and I am so not fragile. Ah, my eyeball. Why would you not come out, brother? One side. We managed to get that off without any major issues. It's always an accomplishment. Nice. 2, without incident, which is also unheard of. All right, I'm pretty sure we just got done with the easy part. Boy, that looks like it's not gonna be a problem at all, doesn't it? The honest to God truth is that I should have done this when I decided to swap the fairings. That would have been a big brain smart guy to do, but I did not do that because I am not big brain smart guy. I'm very much a smooth brain. Don't forget guys, I'm disabled, mentally and physically. Old headlight is out, off, whatever you want to consider it. Now it's stunt bike. And see, now this is where it kind of gets out of my comfort zone because this has already been finagled with quite a bit. See, we have some aftermarket wiring done here for some sort of LED headlight relay, because these are LEDs, and I don't really know how much of a difference this is going to be. So let's try to look at our instructions here. All right, actually, I think I'm getting somewhere. Not entirely sure. I think this is partially incorrect. The switch does turn on the Demon, turns off the Demon headlights, but it does turn on both the HIDs, or both the high beams and the low beams. So I don't know what that's about. I think that's it. But that looks fucking crazy. High beams and low beams on, and then takes a second, you flip the switch, and it turns on the Demon eyes, which look fucking metal. I think those look so good, but I don't think this is correct. This switch doesn't do anything, does it? Oh, it does. High beam? No. That just killed my battery, just like that. Damn it. All right, it's dark because I have the ISO turned way down, but I think I have it. It is, it's a little convoluted, but turn it on, right? This is low beam, that's high beam. And then if I flip the switch, Demon eyes. So I think I've got it the way it's supposed to be. It's a little weird, I do hear the engine, it primes when I switch off this. If I switch off the Demon eyes, and then oh, there it goes. See, it primes sometimes. I don't know why. It doesn't seem to affect it riding. It only primes once, but I think I got it. And then it also flash works, and then, you know, Demon eyes. That looks cool. I think that looks awesome. Yeah, those look cool as shit. Let me show you guys the wiring that I've had to do to make this work. All right, so this is the wiring nightmare that I had to figure out, but it's simple once you kind of look down at it. The instructions are pretty much garbage. They don't really show you much other than the layout of the wiring that they sent you. You have both a high beam and a low beam wire set here, obviously, and mine was a little fucked up, so I had to do what I could. Someone had definitely taken this apart and mutilated it before, but the way it works is relatively simple. So you have on this side, the main plugs that you have after plugging everything in via the directions, you have a low beam positive, a high beam positive, and then a ground. And this can either be ground to the body of the motorcycle or the frame, or it can go into the negative plug of the low beam. So your low beam positive, and I had to find the wiring diagram online, but the low beam positive is
black wire with a brown line, and your low beam negative is a black wire with a white line, and then your high beam positive is a black wire with a yellow line, and then your high beam negative is a black wire with a white line. We have most of the wiring here ready to go. The headlight seems to work the way I want it to. So now our next couple of steps is making this a little bit more permanent. Like I'll probably strip the wires, make permanent connections. Yeah, we'll move on.
All right, I'm gonna kind of try to adjust the headlights here. Let's see. What? Oh, did I connect something incorrectly? Oh, it's not plugged in. All right. Just lower that just a little bit here. Actually, I wanna go up just a little bit. That's pretty sweet right there. And then the highs, actually, I think that's about where I want that. Too high, way too high. That looks pretty solid. I think that's gonna do for right now. All right, so I pretty much got everything wrapped up yesterday, but it got really late, so I headed home. But guess who I've got in the truck with me today? Good old Jaxie boy. He is on the road with me today. We're heading to the shop. And this is actually Jackson's first time coming to the shop. I haven't brought him to the shop before because it's not been in great condition. There's always like crap laying around and stuff that I don't want him to get into, and I'm always worried about his feet. But now the shop is like pretty clean, and I would say it's respectable enough for him to come by and hang out while we work on the bike. I got a bunch of orders I need to cut, so Jackson's just gonna come and hang out with me today. Who's a good boy? He's a little bit on edge right now. He's not much of a car rider. He's always struggled. It's like his internal gyroscope is just all kinds of fucky. Especially when we slow down, he's like, oh shit. Welcome to my shop. Jackson's never been here before, so this is all new to him. Who's my little shop boy? He's like, oh my, so many smells that smell like him. Yeah, just smelling stuff, just being a dog. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff, buddy. Yep, that's my subframe for the Camaro. Yeah, you like those Willwood brakes, don't you? Detroit Speed, you like Detroit Speed? Camaro parts. Who's a good boy? And I got an idea for you too, buddy. See, now he has a comfortable place for him to chill while I work. You need a bone. Who's my boy? Who's my good boy? That's all for you, good boy. As you guys know, we just got a new puppy, and that has been like absorbing most of our time. That's why it's taken me so long to get the last couple of videos out. Thankfully, shout out to Laura on that. She's been taking care of the puppy, and the puppy is doing really well. I'll have a video coming on that very soon, but it's made it hard to like make videos and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, Jax has never been to the shop. The shop is clean now. How about I bring him to the shop and give her a break from both dogs? Because like when I'm gone, she worked from home, so she's dealing with the dogs, both of them. Jackson, he is a very good boy. He's very easy, he's very mellow. You know, he's really easy to be around, but having two dogs can be like, you know, a lot. So I'm gonna basically just finish nutting this up. It's pretty much good to go. There's a little bit left I gotta do. Make sure all the wiring is hidden. And I also have to do a bunch of orders, so I'm gonna do that as well. All right, orders are completely cut. I do those in batches, so if you've ordered anything the past week or so that is cut, it is sitting in vinegar and it will get coated here in the next couple of days and then shipped out to you guys. On the other hand, the bike is completely back together, looking spiffy. That headlight really sells it, man. I really think that that headlight makes this bike. I'm very happy with it. Jax is a little nervous on it because he doesn't necessarily like motorcycles. You know, they're loud and spooky and they smell funny. But he's done really well today. I'd like to bring him to the shop more often. Yes, yes I would. Wouldn't I like to bring you to the shop? Plus it gives you guys Jax content. I know you guys like that. But let's go over everything. I just found a cool little spot to put this extra button right here. I've just mounted it off of my handlebars. I would like to have had a better spot than that, but really, it's not bad. It's tucked away, you know. I can hit it from the handlebars, so at night or during the day, if I need to swap over, I can. But here's how they look. Demon eyes on, right? Then you flip that switch and then go to standard, right? And then also you have your high beams, those work too. And then you have flashers too, so that's cool. And that should just be the sound of the HIDs engaging, so I think that's all that noise is. Yeah, overall, absolutely good looking. Very happy with them. I will say, installation for the headlight was not bad. Wiring actually wasn't that bad either. It was figuring out where to put all the extra shit. I don't understand why they do HIDs. It doesn't make any sense to me. They've probably just been using the same shit for the past 10 years or so, and they just never upgraded to LEDs, which I don't understand why. They're cheaper, they're more efficient, they don't produce as much heat, there's less shit going on with them, so you don't have to worry about like figuring out where to stash everything. And on top of that, like, they last longer. There's so many reasons why LEDs are better than HIDs. It makes no fucking sense. Does it, Jax? Does it make any sense? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Jax? He's like, no, it doesn't. So I'm glad that you understand. Yeah, so the headlight install looks great. I'm very, very happy with it. And so is Jax, I guess. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you do the whole thing, the like, the subscribe, all that crap. I've got some new products that have just released the past couple of weeks on the store, so give those a check out. Maybe if you haven't subscribed already, if you could do that. I like it when you guys subscribe. It makes me feel good about myself. Jackson loves it when you guys hit like, don't you, buddy? Because likes equal more treats for Jax. So if you like Jax, just give us some likes, give us some love, and then that'll help his quality of life. I don't know, I'm panhandling at this point. But regardless, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel and the business, and Jax most of all, he's a good boy. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay.